Welcome to News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery.
Welcome to the West Texas View. I'm Johnny Lou Avery, and we are in for a wonderful treat today. We have two very distinguished visitors from Uganda, from the province, the Kingdom of Toro, that have come to Midland for an economic and social cultural exchange. And so we were so fortunate to get to have them in the studio and visit with them about why they're here and what all they're going to be doing. But I want you to get to know them first, because they are fascinating people. You're going to meet Queen Mother Best, who is the Queen Mother of the Kingdom of Toro, and that's located in Uganda. And with her is Jag Alia, who is the director of the King Oya Economic Empowerment Initiative. And they are here for this cultural and economic exchange, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that they're going to be doing. But first, let me welcome you to Midland. You just got off the plane, and I know you're both tired, but I'm so pleased that you could run across and visit with us for a little while. So, Queen Mother, start off by telling us a little bit about you and saying hello to our audience.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm called Best Kemigisa, the Queen Mother of Toro.
And how long have you held this position as queen?
More than 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah. No, actually, it's since I was 21 up to now. So it's actually coming to 26 years.
Okay, great. And you have a daughter named Princess Ruth, and very soon she's going to be marrying an American. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, first of all, I have two kids. I have Princess Komontale Ruth. She's 23. And King Oyo is 19 years old. He's the King of Toro, one of the youngest king in the whole world. And
at 19, he's the king. Okay.
He's the king. He was crowned.
And you're the Queen Mother, so.
I'm the mother, yes. He was crowned when he was 3 years old. He succeeded his father's throne after the death of his father, when King Oyo was 3. And Ruth was 5 years old.
But you ruled until he was old enough to take over?
Well, in our culture, the king rules with his mother. So I'm still ruling with him.
Oh, okay.
But he came to an age last year, but when he became 18 years old. So he's ruling alone now. I'm behind him. But he used to have the regents and other for helping him. Now he can do without them.
He's learned. He's made his own way. Well, I'm going to talk about this wonderful dress that you have on in just a minute. But first, I want us to say hello to Jag Alia, who is the director of the Economic Empowerment, and you are going to be speaking to a lot of the business people and general public while you're here about economic development. And I was just amazed when I read all of the things you're involved in and that you work with us about. But tell us a little bit about yourself.
I represent the king in connection with his economic empowerment initiative, coupled with his global community outreach initiative. Both initiatives are basically driven by the king's desire to leverage our culture and customs.
Perfect.
In order to empower our people economically and socially. The things that really I find very interesting, that I feel very honored to promote, is to work with Her Royal Highness and the King in empowering women particularly. It is the King's belief that life is a cycle of birth, growth, and maturity. But everything begins at birth with the queen mother, with any African mother, and then growth, and then maturity. Currently, in Toro Kingdom, just like all the other areas within the East African region, we seem to have a need to address the mortality rate due to social and economic effects. We are having a higher death rate on for every 1,000 births. We think that our numbers need to come down, and also that for every 1,000 births, we're also losing some mothers as well. And part of the King's initiative is to go out to places like Midland and in the diaspora and look for means and ways we can
partner so that
partner
you can
up.
learn.
Yes, for ways that we can partner up with the resources that we have in Toro Kingdom to empower our women economically, so that we can address the health issues. The health issues. The King has identified 2 or 3 burning areas that he thinks that we could get on the ground running, and those are mobile clinics. You know, what really happens, Johnny, is we have a scenario where sometimes the healthcare does not get to the very rural areas.
They just don't have access.
They don't have adequate access. And what the King has decided, in collaboration with the Queen Mother, is to form a what they are calling a Zoom care program, and that is basically employment of clinics fully staffed with women.
So you're going to have to train them for nurses and, and doctors and aides and all kinds of things. To
well, what we're going to
do,
what we're going to do basically is we're going to take these with Zoom care. You take you take the clinics out to these mothers and you screen. You do prenatal screening, which is a critical issue if you want to manage the death.
So you're doing a lot of preventive.
A lot of preventative.
We're going to have to take a break right now. We'll be back in just a minute and continue this conversation. And we'll have more from the Queen Mother and from JAG, the Director of their Economic Development. We'll see you in just a minute.
Stay tuned. West Texas View will be right back.